Well, here we are, and I'm ready to introduce you to the world's dumbest atheist. His name is Stephen Hawking. Most of you have already heard of him. He is the one who wrote, most sets of values would give rise to universes that, although they might be very beautiful, they would contain no one able to wonder at their beauty. Well, first of all, God is out there, Mr. Hawking, in case you don't know it, and He made the universe for Himself, not for you, and He's quite well able to enjoy His universe. So don't worry, if there were universes, He would be enjoying them all right? But there are no sets of values, Mr. Hawking, to give rise to other universes. It's as simple as that. You're just making a speculation that your followers will follow after because you are Stephen Hawking. You are the Pied Piper, and whatever you say must be true. However, there are no sets of values, Mr. Hawking. Okay? They don't exist. There is nothing to suggest there are other universes. This is just another theory that the godless scientists of the world have conjured up to try to prove God doesn't exist. And Mr. Hawking is one of the princes of darkness. Okay, so any rational human being with an objective and open mind can see that the Earth, the solar system we live in, is supremely intelligently designed. We don't need to be a scientist, Mr. Hawking, to see that. But listen to what Mr. Hawking has to say about just that sort of thing. Okay? He says that if we do discover a complete theory, well, Mr. Hawking, if you don't have a complete theory, I don't know why you're writing books and talking about a godless universe. You don't have a complete theory to prove God doesn't exist. Why are you out there promoting a godless universe, Mr. Hawking? You're the dumbest atheist that was ever born, okay? And he says, if we do discover a complete theory, it should be in time understandable and broad principle by everyone. Then we shall all, philosophers, scientists, and just ordinary people, shall be able to take part in the discussion of why we in the universe exist. Just ordinary people, eh, Mr. Hawking? Well, I got a word for you. God didn't make it so scientists alone could get saved. He made it so ordinary people could see. He created the world we live in, and pray to Him and make the connection to Him divinely, and know that He, the God of the Bible, is the designer and the creator of all life, of everything seen and unseen, Mr. Hawking. It's unfortunate that you are the dumbest atheist in the world, and that you're leading so many to their doom with these foolish speculations. And nothing conclusive to offer except a continuing warfare against God. Listen very carefully now. He says, my goal is simple. Oh, really, Mr. Hawking? And what might that be? He says it's to have a complete understanding of the universe. Oh, Mr. Hawking, in a million lifetimes you couldn't get a complete understanding of the planet Earth, much less the universe. Who are you kidding, buddy? You've got to be the dumbest atheist on the planet Earth. And you know what else Mr. Hawking has said? We're going to have time travel machines in the future. We're going to be able to go back and visit Mr. Darwin, who's groping around in the darkness of his mind, trying to figure out where all these species came from. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Hawking. Darwin is not back there in time. He went to meet his maker, as you're going to do. And all of those who are foolish enough to follow the world's dumbest atheist will land right where he lands, in the bottomless pit. You don't want to go there. You don't want to continue this rebellion against God and follow after the Pied Piper into the darkness of his own doom. Well, that's Mr. Hawking for you. And I'll be waiting to hear from you, faithful followers of the Pied Piper.